Sorry, are you going to be in New York City on New Year's Eve?
Anish, was he listening?
Paying attention is hard, Brandon.
No,
it's
it's
hard.
Damn it. Now, but it's pop quiz, and I'm like, I don't know, yes or no. Like the sweating guy looking at the buttons, yes or no.
I literally asked Brandon if he was staying through New Year's,
and he said,
and we talked about it even more.
I guess you'll have to listen to the pod.
No,
when it comes out.
To listen to
on Monday or Tuesday. I don't even know that answer.
You'll have to find out. Keep it going, Eric. You can't stop.
Open a book and take a look. It's reading Rainbow.
Dude, the whole time I was like, man, I really should be just recording all this.
Yeah, I wish I didn't give that countdown on the screen.
I know,
it just started.
It got dim, and I was like, oh no.
The countdown is a real bummer to catch you guys off guard.
It's like when the flash goes off. You're like, I was trying to do a sneaky pick.
Yeah. For the listeners, we were just going on a tangent of childhood animated film series theme
intro
songs.
songs.
Yes.
Shout out Randy. They love the idea.
Shout out Randy. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we literally just went for like 5 minutes. Like, oh, do you remember this one?
Yeah. That's why I had to just hit record because we had to just get going.
Yeah, the draft was almost over.
Yeah, the draft was almost over. We'll definitely save that one for the turn of the new year, though.
That's a good one.
Yeah, shout out to Randy, tier 1.
That was a good one.
Yeah. And boys, we're back. Christmas is upon us. This is the Christmas special episode.
Woo!
As everybody can see with our thumbnail and how we're dressed, we got all of our sweaters on, all of our Christmas garb on. So excited. Best time of the year. It's kind of sad though, because it's like, all right, after Christmas, it's over. Like, damn, yeah, it's over. It's like all this build up and anticipation, and after one day,
you try to use New Year's Eve as like no, it's another high. We can ride this holiday, and it's a lame holiday. So and you're like, and then you're in January.
It's just a dead time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly.
I know, because one of my kids' birthdays is in January, and I'm like, you just got hosed with a bad month. Mom and Daddy should have timed that a little better.
Yeah, that's on you guys. That's not on them.
It is.
It's on you guys. Yeah. All right. Well, episode 18. Like I said, Christmas is upon us. As always, get all the housekeeping stuff out of the way. To all the subscribers, we appreciate the support. Keep on commenting, keep on liking, keep on sharing our videos, our podcast is greatly appreciated. For those who haven't subscribed, go and hit that subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds, doesn't cost you anything. Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast listening fix in. A couple of quick programming notes. We will not be recording next week. Brandon is going to be out of town. So
news to me.
Eric just shows up, just sitting here by himself.
I have a headset on. What the hell?
Yeah, where is everybody?
Come. They said they would come. Yeah. They're going to show up.
Yeah, they
Eric didn't come to the pre-show.
Oh God, this is my high school prom all over again.
Yeah, so we will not have an episode next week. All good though. We will keep it pushing. We'll be back better than ever the week after into the turn of the new year.
New year, new
us. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. New year, new pod. So keep an eye out for that. We're also going to be tinkering a little bit with the schedule potentially. We might start releasing on Tuesdays. We'll see. Brandon brought up a good idea. I might just wait till the new year. Again, new year, new pod, right? So we're working on kind of creating some trailer episodes for you guys so you have something to look forward to within the episode, and then release the episode on Tuesdays instead of Mondays. So we'll see. If you're listening, leave a comment. Tell us what you think about that. If you want the pod on Mondays, if you want it to stay on Mondays, let us know. Leave a comment. Tell us what you prefer.
If you want on Thursdays, let us know.
Yeah.
Just leave a day.
Yeah, just leave a day. Tell us what you're feeling.
Yeah, just let us know what your favorite day of the week is.
Yeah. And we will most likely not listen to you, but the feedback is greatly appreciated.
We'll take it into account.
We'll take it into consideration. Yeah. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll right into this episode, boys. Eric, you want to kick it off with this week's fake ad read of the week?
Let's do it. But Anish, every time you go into your intro about it doesn't hurt anybody, I always think of the Joe Biden. I'm like, it's harmless. It helps the economy. It hurts no one.
Or the
Just-
Bernie Sanders meme. I'm once again asking for subscribers.
All right, let's get our bills paid here, boys. Let's see. Today's sponsor is brought to you by Little Debbie Christmas Tree Cakes. Hey guys, 'tis the season to be merry and jolly. Christmas is a few days away. Santa's presents are all loaded up and ready to go. You know what that means. It's time to enjoy the always delicious Little Debbie Christmas Tree Cakes. They are a limited time holiday treat that features traditional golden cake layers filled with smooth cream and coated with classic white frosting. They are adorned with red icing and green sugar sprinkles for a delightful crunch. So this Christmas, make sure you're staying warm and comfortable and enjoying a Little Debbie treat. Be sure to use promo code EveryBiteMakesMyLifeBetter20 to save 20% off your next purchase.
Yummy.
Yeah. Those Little Debbie Christmas trees,
Classic.
classic.
Salty, sweet.
Everything. Just so much goodness in your mouth. Little Debbie. Shout out to Little Debbie.
Yep.
Shout out, no free shout outs. All right, boys. As I mentioned earlier, Christmas is right around the corner. I'm sure this is a busy time for all of us, being parents and just taking in this time of year, full swing. So, what do you guys have going on for Christmas? I know, Brandon, you're probably going to be.
I think Brandon, you and Nish are probably the bit busier than I am on Christmas. It seems on the day of Christmas.
No, so every year on Christmas we just host at our house. So, we let the kids open presents and everything. And usually both my parents come over and then both grandmothers come over. And Courtney always cooks like a huge breakfast. Shout out to a previous pod, the Katie casserole or whatever. We always cook that, a bunch of other stuff. And then normally I roast a turkey as well on Christmas. This will be the first year I'm not, because we're actually getting up early the next day right after Christmas. We're flying to New York, and we're going to be in New York till New Year's with Lily's going up there to do some dance activities. She got a cool opportunity, so she's going to go up there and be doing that. She'll be doing that most of the week, and then me and Courtney, Haley, Savannah will just be doing tour stuff.
So
in New York.
You said, no, it's not that busy. We're just going to have about 50 people over. Then we're going to go to New York City.
Yeah.
Very chill.
Yeah,
very normal
chill.
Christmas.
Compared to my normal week, that's about on par. So,
you guys give me so much shit about my Sundays, but Brandon's rush of the week is like
that's
crazy.
True.
Oh,
That's
dude,
true.
I stay full throttle. I don't know what to do. Like, if it's an off day, I'm like, what are we doing?
Nice. So you're gonna be there. You said through New Year's, or are you guys leaving right
we're
before?
gonna come back on New Year's Eve. We looked at staying through, but gosh, the cost is like jumps to outrageous prices. Like staying through, and then it's like, I mean, we got kids. Like, what are we gonna do? Go out like in New York? But
big city life.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to go see some shows, and then we're gonna try to see like the Rockettes, the Nutcracker. I think there was something else. I don't know. We're gonna try to hit on the touristy stuff. I've only been to New York once, and it was during the summer, so kind of excited to see like the Christmas stuff, like like the Rockefeller Center and the tree lit up and everything. So
I've never been. I've been to New York 20 times. Never been to the Big Apple.
Really?
like I said, it's been a while since I've been, but I had more fun than I thought. I didn't think I would like it, but there's just so much to do and see. It was a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Brandon, as much as you claim to be a chill guy, you like the hustle and bustle, man. You love it. You can't get enough of it. You just said yourself, you don't know what to do.
Stay
with
busy,
yourself.
dude.
Yeah, you don't know what you do with yourself. You just stay still.
He's like, what do? I'm like, fucking relax.
Yeah, yeah. Just sit and watch TV.
Just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
My skin starts itching.
He's like, dude, I gotta do a pull-up workout right now. Resisting so hard.
Yeah. Must complete workout of the day.
Only got 2 sweat sessions in. I need more.
Joke.
No, I know, Brendan. How many times did you work out today?
A couple. There was
2
multiple.
days on the regular.
Yeah.
There was multiple activities had today.
You're committed, man. That's your thing.
That's why I'm so happy we were recording early, because I
Tired.
know
You're a sleepy dad?
I'm okay right now, but I know in a couple hours I'd be crashing hard probably. I'd be full sleepy dad.
Burning a lot of calories.
I guess it worked out today that we could record earlier just because, like you said in the text message, there's no school for the kids, so it's just a free for all, and it's like
free for all.
whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to be awake whether we do this now or at 8:00. So might as well just do it early. So we don't
Are you working tomorrow, Brandon or Anish? Brandon, I know you're not, but Anish.
No, actually, I am.
Oh, you are?
Well, I took off part of this last week because my brother came in town early.
Shout out Tyler.
Yeah, so there's a handful of things I need to wrap up, but then I'm gonna take off through because I'm gonna be off through the first through New Year's. So
right on. Are you gonna be in New York City on New Year's Eve?
Anish, was he listening?
Paying attention is hard, Brandon.
No, it's hard. Damn it. Now, but it's pop quiz, and I'm like, I don't know, yes or no. Like the sweating guy looking at the buttons, yes or no.
I literally asked Brandon if he was staying through New Year's,
and he said
we talked about it even more.
I guess you'll have to listen to the pod.
No,
when it comes out.
to listen to
on Monday or Tuesday. I don't even know that answer.
You'll have to find out.
Shoot,
that's bad, Eric. That was like we literally just talked.
No,
that was like 2 sentences ago.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't remember you talking about New Year's Eve. I knew you were saying you were going to New York City. My bad. That's on me. That's on me.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a resolution for next year. Listen better.
Listen more, talk less.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Damn it.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave. We're not gonna answer the question. We're just gonna move on.
I'm
not an interview.
You gotta tune in to find out.
Yeah,
I won't do that.
Hit the subscribe button, Eric. Oh man,
it'll be in the trailer. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. He won't know though. He won't know when the trailer comes out.
I know. Shoot.
Oh. Right.
Oh man,
Anish, what are you doing?
Yeah,
for Christmas.
Yeah,
are you going to be in New York City for New Year's Eve?
Yeah. So first of all, going back to your question about if I'm working tomorrow, I am working tomorrow, but tomorrow's my last day, and then I'm off for the next 2 weeks.
Nice.
Unfortunately, this dummy set some project deadlines for tomorrow's date, so I gotta be in just to make sure everything goes as planned. But it should be a relatively light day, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, I'm gonna be off for the next 2 weeks. Zoya has off too, so gonna be a lot of just lounging around and enjoying some nice daddy-daughter time. But in terms of actual plans for Christmas, so every year with Priya's family, we do like one of her cousins hosts like a big Christmas party, has the whole family over. We do like a Secret Santa for like all like the people our age, and then we do like a Secret Santa for the kids. Basically hang out, drink, have a good time. And then Christmas Day, we typically we'll open presents, do all that stuff, and then either we'll have like Priya's brothers and parents over, and my nieces and nephews, or we'll go to like Priya's parents' house. We just kind of go back and forth. This year we're going to Priya's parents' house, so it'll be nice not having to host, especially
make mashed potatoes ahead of time.
Yeah, we clarified that, Eric. The egg was on my face on that one. But yeah, so it'll be nice because the Christmas party this year was going to be on Christmas Eve, so we're going to be there pretty late, and then Christmas morning. Thank God though, luckily this year, this is the first year since I can remember that we have no gifts that require assembly beforehand. So got everything wrapped. Got everything good to go, so we're all set. So literally just come back home Christmas Eve, pass out, wake up early Christmas morning, and enjoy. So
right on.
Yeah, it should be nice. I dude, assembling.
I was saying
until like
the non-assembling on Christmas Eve night is kind of weird when you don't do anything. You're like, well, this is weird. Like I feel like I'm hustling and bustling. Usually,
dude. Yeah. Well, I've kind of gotten used to it. Like the last 3 years. I basically I put on a Christmas story because they're playing like 24 hours on Christmas Eve. I'll pour myself a glass of like bourbon and just slowly just work my way through whatever needs to be assembled. And luckily, I get a little tipsy, and luckily everything's okay. It doesn't break. So
pretty sturdy.
Yeah, pretty sturdy, if you ask me.
Just 2 screws left over.
Yeah. Those are just extras.
Yeah, those are just extras, Brandon.
they know I'm gonna lose a few.
Yeah, exactly.
You can lose a little bit.
You can lose a little screws.
Yeah. Those don't matter anyways. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on. So should be a relatively chill Christmas for me. What about you, Eric? What do you got going on?
I'm a sucker, and I only have Christmas Eve and Christmas off, and then I'm working the rest of through the end of the year like a dummy.
God, what an idiot!
Yeah. So get through tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll probably be busy, but whatever. It's worth it. And then Christmas Eve, we always go to my parents' house and we do like a hodgepodge meal type thing. Everybody kind of, it's like a French onion soup or like meatball subs or sliders or cheese and meat charcuterie and stuff. And then we used to stay late. Now we don't. Now with kids and stuff, we don't stay late there at all. And then come back, we do Christmas morning, Christmas stuff at our house. Then my parents will come over. And then my poor parents, they have to bounce around on Christmas Day to see all the grandkids and stuff. But yeah, and then and then we might travel on Saturday to go do something that I don't want to do. But then we'll go do that and see those people, and then come back and then enjoy the weekend.
Nice. Yeah, bouncing around on Christmas Day is never fun.
Yeah,
that's what we said. We'll go places. You know, we go beforehand, like Christmas Eve and stuff to see people. But we said Christmas is at home. It's for the kids.
Just let them chill with the toys. You know, same thing. We do a big biscuits and gravy, bacon and eggs breakfast, and then we just kind of coast into the evening.
Yeah, that's the best part. So Priya does the same thing. Like she'll make like a charcuterie board type breakfast. So she'll have like fresh croissants, bagels, bacon, eggs, just the whole 9 yards. So it's always fun to look forward to that in the morning because, you know, we're at the age where presents are great, but it's like we're not really, you know, if we want something, we just buy it ourselves at this point, right? So it's like,
Dude,
so it's like,
it's funny. Our girls,
football.
Yeah, exactly. Football, chilling out. You're like, oh wow, great toy. Figuring out what toys they, you know, need assembly on, you know, like the dolls and all that kind of stuff. But Anish, I gotta whisper. I already assembled. We got our matching vanities, but I went ahead and assembled them while they were gone at school, and they're hidden in one of our closets. And I didn't want to be up till 2 a.m. assembling these things, so I was like, you know, since we could hide them, let me go ahead and build them. Yeah, so they're done. So that way, I avoided that like 4 hours of, you know, back hurting and sitting on the floor and
and it's never like you go into it thinking like, oh, this will be easy, knock it out in an hour or two. It's never before 1 o'clock. Ever. Yeah, and the kids are so amped up they don't go to bed until 10.
Yeah,
so it's like
so that's the other thing. You're sitting there, you have like 2 time crunches of like, okay, I need them to be down before I can start, and then it's a sprint to be like, I don't want to be up till 4 a.m. doing this, or
be up early.
As Anish, and you're gonna be up early. But as Anish says, if you have an adult beverage or 2 or 3 on Christmas Eve, it's like toward the end it gets a little sloppy on what you're building.
Yeah.
It's like last year we did the trampoline. They ain't no building that beforehand. So I was out there freezing at like
you just have a bunch of sheets over a trampoline in your yard. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Like a tree branch taped to it.
Dude, it's cold this year, but it was cold last year too, Brandon.
It was cold. I was out there like a headlamp. That was the best Courtney and I have ever worked together. Somehow, like it came out smooth.
Was it because it was
we got to get it done?
Yeah, because it's like we have like 2 or 3 hours, and it has to be done, and you need at least 2 people to do it.
You have to, because I don't know if you ever. I don't know. You
I did a mini one.
I've never.
I've done a mini one, and
they're held together by like tension. So you have to have multiple people to at least get it started. But not fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it went, like I said, it went very smooth, but it's still not fun to do.
The good thing is we will never have to put a trampoline together for Christmas, at least.
Why?
It's freezing out here
because you're back.
That too, but it's like they're not gonna use the trampoline for another 6 months. So like, no point in putting it together. Yeah,
bouncing right back to the emergency room.
Seriously.
Anish, you were talking. So Ophelia is old enough now where she doesn't like it if we don't have gifts that me and Katie open, because we're in the same boat of like, you know, if you want something, why are you going to wait 8 months to get it on Christmas especially you know, depending on the price point of it. So this year we both bought ourselves like 2 or 3 things and wrapped them up so that way we can have things to open, because we were hitting the point where we didn't need anything. And then you were spending $400 extra around Christmas time just to buy things. Yeah. And you're like, you shift you shift what Christmas is as you get older. I think you do. Where it's not the stuff, it's the, you know, family and food and relaxing.
You're not gonna believe this.
Yeah.
Had an epiphany.
It's not about the presents, guys.
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe this. Spoiler.
Dude, I was watching The Christmas Story the other day.
Yeah. There's no point the whole time.
Yeah, I don't want to end up alone with no friends later on in life. So Gotta be nicer to people.
Yeah. Gotta listen more.
You gotta listen more. I'm working on that one.
So that might actually be a perfect segue into dad stories, Eric, with what you just said, because so my dad stories, I'll kick it off because it kind of goes with what Eric just said about, Ophelia, like you said, is at the age where she wants you to open gifts, right? Like your parents, because they feel bad, like you don't have anything to open.
Yes.
So typically what we do is we do the same thing. We don't get gifts for each other. We'll just do like stockings and do like small things. And we'll do that. And like we have the Secret Santa. So like me and Peter just never we're just like, it doesn't make sense. Like we get whatever we need anyway. So it's not a big deal. But this year, like Zoya made it a point where she was like she got money out of her piggy bank. And like when one of Priya's brothers was over, she was like, I need you to take me to the store so I can get gifts for my parents. Yeah.
That's
so
nice.
like, it's like Priya's younger brother took her out to like Target, and like she grabbed a couple things, and like she came back with it wrapped, put it under the tree. So she was like super excited about.
That's fun.
Yeah. So I'm a little worried about what she got.
It's always like you're like, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Luckily, like Priya's brother was with her, so like he can kind of guide a little bit. But
and it's usually things that they actually want, and they're like, Dad, now we can play with this together. And you're like, you got this for yourself.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah, this is a setup.
This Barbie doll is clearly for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did look to see the size of the bag, and it was not a new Xbox, unfortunately. So still waiting on that one, but we'll see. We'll see what
I'm
she
a
got.
size brand new Xbox.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it'll quite fit in that bag. But
Hey, Dad, what size shirt are you? I'm an Xbox Series X size.
Yeah. They're a little pricey though, so just be prepared to empty your piggy bank.
Well, at least she went out. Lily just sends me text. Hey, you need to get Mom this. I just get links.
Yeah.
Which that's pretty much her Christmas list too. I just get links and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that day where I'm just getting links of like, this is what I want. Like, just get it done. Like right now the charm
It's pretty easy.
True. It is
Makes it pretty easy.
It is easy, but right now the charm is nice. Like they're still like thinking about what they want.
Yeah,
and
then when you nail it, and they're like, yes.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're like asking, like Zoya specifically, like she'll ask Santa for like specific things. So like whenever she gets those things from Santa, she's like all in. Like,
he is
like,
real.
This is awesome. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, she loves it. But yeah,
you know what's funny? It is I've noticed with Ophelia, she's very aware that Mom and Dad do all the gift shopping and do like even the other night we do the Elf on the Shelf thing, and she was like, they were going upstairs, and I heard her talking to Hadley, and she's like, I think Mom and Dad just moved the elf around. I could be wrong. Like she was kind of just like talking out loud, and me and Katie were looking at each other like, okay, so she's aware, but she'll do the thing where like she's pretty sure Santa's not real, and yet if she's not listening or not getting into the bathtub when she needs to, and I'll be like, Santa Claus, that's my oldest Ophelia Bigness, and she'll be like, stop, Dad, stop. And it's like one of those, she's like, I know it's not real, but just in case.
Just in case. Never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. Dude, that's funny. You're talking about the I got to whisper too because my kid's still awake, but the Elf on the Shelf, like the other night I got a little bit creative with it. Usually I'm just like, God damn. Usually it's like 10 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to move the stupid elf
again. You just throw it across the room.
Yeah,
throw it on top of your landing.
Yeah. Hey, that was Brandon's idea.
I know, it was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. But this year I was like, oh, let me get a little creative. So like I like went outside and like got low and like lifted the elf in front of the video doorbell camera. And then like when she woke up, I was like, hey, I think the elf got caught on the camera. And like and like she like saw it, she's like, what was she doing out there? It's like, what an idiot getting caught.
It's cold.
Yeah. So yeah, so she still enjoys those the little things, you know.
It's like Anish holding the elf up to the camera, but he's also like the Ben Affleck meme, like he's got the cigarette, like.
Yeah.
No, you can just totally see Anish in it. He's just like this.
Just MF-ing.
Now, the amount of times I had to adjust my hands and get lower because it kept coming in the shot, I'm like, okay, I'm about to quit, but I powered through.
See, we're lucky. We're at the point. Again, I gotta be quiet too. But Lily,
everyone whispers.
Lily,
so then I said,
I'll just say Lily does it for us.
Yeah.
So that she's very creative. I'm like, it wears off. I was like, I used to be creative too.
Yeah.
I used to give a shit. Okay, all the time. Now, not so much.
Yeah,
There'd be some nights I'll just get a text. Can you just do it? And I'm like, yeah, not that easy, is it?
Consistency. You know how you become a great dad? Consistency.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm like, yeah, it's not that easy. And then I just move it like
you throw them in the tree.
Dude, the first
Your
like
cats go scattering.
Yeah. Hat grabs it.
it's like not there in the morning. Like, well,
shit,
this is gonna be a surprise. Yeah,
Just shredded.
yeah. Oh man, yeah. The
Dude.
first like 5 days, you're like all into it, and you're like you're really buying into it. And then after the 5th day, you're like, oh, okay.
Well, and Katie was getting more and more intricate with like what she was doing and setting scenes. And then by like the 3rd day, they were like, oh, okay, all right, like,
Cool.
They very much were like, that's all right, cool. We moved.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right. Yeah, yeah. Dude, sometimes you forget. Sometimes also how ungrateful kids can be. Like they don't realize the work and like the amount of things that go into just making something so little happen.
Anish, this was last year. I built on Christmas Eve. I built what it was an LOL dollhouse. It had like 5 levels and a slide and all this cool stuff in it. Built it. It's what she specifically stated she wanted. Christmas Eve, she comes around the corner and she sees it and her head's like, huh. And she walks over to it. You know when someone's being weird and they're just like tinkering, like, interesting. But then she goes, this one doesn't have an elevator, and I wanted the one with an elevator. And dude, she didn't play with it at all,
dude.
Like even throughout the year, it's in the bonus room right now, and it just sits there. And I think Hadley has enjoyed it more than she has. And so that was one of those first of like, it's like, you ungrateful son of a.
Yeah, dude, and kids, they don't hide their expressions.
No,
like Zoya will do that thing too. Like if we get her something, like she'll tell us she wants something, and like we're just kind of going by what she told us, and we get something that's wrong. She's like, "Oh, that's." She's like, "Yeah." She's like,
it's the immediate. You're like, "Huh?
Yeah,
okay."
Yeah, she does this thing that makes you feel real bad too. Like she's starting to do this thing where, like say she's asking for like a treat or something, and she'll be like, "Can I have this?" And then immediately after, before even I can answer, she'll be like, if you say no, that's okay. I won't have it. And I'm like, oh,
no, I bet could. No, the answer is no. I was going to say no. So we're on the same page.
Give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that Kit Kat.
Oh man, what do you guys got for dad stories, Brandon? I'll let you go since you might have a handful of stories.
No, I'll keep it short and sweet. It was Savannah turned 8, so it's a big week. Speaking of like a lame birthday, Eric, having a birthday right before Christmas is always tough. So
That's tough.
Try to make it special for her. But she turned 8, just pretty wild to think about. I had like a crazy like whoa moment because Courtney, we got one of those like big number balloons, and I seen it in the kitchen, and it made me think of a picture of Lily because we had just moved in our house. And we'd been in our house like 2 months, and Lily turned 8, and we had the 8 balloon for her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we've been in our house that long that I've had 2 kids turn 8 here. So that's pretty wild. And then just another shocker, busy week. But it was like parent observation week at the dance studio where you could go in and watch some of the classes and stuff. So we spent most of the time there doing that. And then ended the week, like I said, my brother came in early. They left early Thursday, and they got in and hung out with them. Cousins got to hang out, had double sleepovers at Nana's, crashed her house, just tore it apart. So,
nice.
I think they love that. But
that's a good idea, Brandon.
Yeah, dude.
Dump them off.
Yeah,
dude.
So I think they enjoyed having them over, and it was fun. They all, like I said, a couple of days full of each other, and they were all just like having a blast. So it was fun having them all in. Went to hit up the aquarium because that's always a must do. Not sure. Man, I don't think his kids had ever even been to the aquarium. So, especially like his little boy, it was like, my kids, we've had memberships since they were little. So we go a lot. We kind of like breeze through it at this point. But like seeing, Bronson's like, he'll turn 2 here soon. And he's just like, whoa, like at everything. You're like, it is a pretty cool aquarium.
It's cool, dude. Especially, yes, it's very
like
cool.
Seeing like the otters and the fish. He's just like, what the? Like, in every tank, like, oh, fish. Another
dude, there's more fish.
Yeah.
Funny story about the otter. Sorry to cut you off. Brandon. But I'm gonna have to bring good old Sean Stalling, Steezy. We went down to Chattanooga. It may have been like around Christmas break or something. I don't remember what we were down there for, but we went down there and we went to the aquarium. It was just us 3.
And just 3 bros.
Just 3 bros at the aquarium, dude. We were just hanging out. And
Three middle-aged dudes just hanging out.
Yeah,
No, we were young.
We were young. We were college. Yeah, we were college.
We were three cool college bros.
Yeah, just hanging out, dude.
Going on a day date.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but for some reason the otters really caught Sean's eye, so much so that he almost there was like a barricade right before, there was like a little room you can go in to see it, but there's like a barricade right before, and he didn't see it, and he literally almost upended himself over the barricade to try to go see these otters. I'm like, Sean, they're just otters, dude. It's okay.
Boy had a good time.
He had a good time. He loved the aquarium.
I
Shout
love
out
that
Stacey.
exhibit. when it's busy, it annoys me.
Tough,
You
yeah.
can't get in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's hard.
moves, dude.
Nobody moves.
It's
There's
so
no
annoying.
etiquette. There's no
Yeah.
aquarium etiquette anymore, dude. Bunch of
We got there-
savages.
We got there right as they were, I guess Christmas time. They were giving them like treats and had these like holiday themed like treat. They looked like Jello shots. I heard someone say, "Is that Jello shots?" Like little like treat cups for the otters. So they were like going crazy. Like two of them started fighting like over like food, you know. So it was cool. To, sometimes you go and they're just like chilling and not doing anything, but they were very active going after these treaty treats.
Nice.
But yeah, fun week. Exhausting as usual.
Nice.
Nice. What about you, Eric? What do you got for dad stories?
We had a good week. Terrible weekend. I'll say that. We Ophelia, Hadley, and Katie all have been sick. Wicked coughs. Like Hadley's enough. She's at the point where she's coughing like a damn seal, and then she makes herself throw up. So that's been fun every night dealing with that. But they're all on the up and up somehow. I've dodged it, which is not my usual MO. But yeah,
we would have had to record another man down.
yes. I was like, yeah, I'm on here like hacking and wheezing. But Anish, we had tickets. We were going to take the girls to see the Predators and the Kings on Saturday. Day game. It's a perfect time. Take the kids. It's at 12:30. We had to get those damn tickets away to somebody else, and they got their first overtime win of the season. Right, it happened right in front of the seats. The goal was right in front of it. So I was like,
I'll say that would have been the best game to go to so far this year.
It would have been fun.
That's the only game to go to.
Yeah, it would have been fun. Then it wasn't.
Yeah.
So literally, you know how it is, dude. Parking pass, 4 tickets, Lexus Lounge. It's sick, and I'm like, I have to give it away. I had them in my own queue. Had to hand them off to somebody else.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst, man.
So yeah, so it was that kind of weekend where you're like, we're not going. Hadley was supposed to go to one of her classmates' birthday parties. Couldn't go do that. It was a hunker down and stay away from me. Yeah, stay away from me, kids.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, at least they're getting better. It's on the up and up before Christmas.
That's what we kept saying. We're like, well, at least it's not Christmas Eve or Christmas. Like it could be. It always could be worse, right?
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Any other dad stories before we move on? Nice. All right. Let's go.
Like that's like we're on a work call. Hey, are there any more follow-up questions?
Nothing to add?
Hey, you're like unmute. No, none on my end.
Yeah. Or you're just talking while you're muted. You're like, oh shit,
dude. Make my skin crawl, Anish.
Yeah. That happened to me the other week, dude.
Oh, dude, it happened. Yeah, especially when it happens to you, you're like, God, damn it. I know better.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Let's go and move on to.
Yeah, that'll be done in Q2.
Dude. At this time of year, especially, the amount of times I say, that's a Q1 problem.
Oh, dude. Future us are screwed.
That's a Q1 problem. Yeah. All right. Let's go and move on to Boom Roasted Football Update of the Week.
That's me.
Brandon, take it away.
All right. This week's Boom Roasted Football Update of the Week. The Volunteers got destroyed by the Buckeyes in Columbus. All the talk online was about how all of Vol Nation was traveling for this game, but unfortunately they forgot to bring a competent team with them. Boom roasted. Hurt.
Deserve that. You deserve that, Anish.
Somehow the Panthers and Cardinals had one of the more exciting games today as they battled into overtime. Bryce Young clutched the V in this battle of peewee-sized QBs and leaves Kyler Murray asking for a revive. Boom roasted.
That one has layers. There's layers on that joke.
That's a Warzone joke. Titans lose a big divisional game against the Colts in Indy. Titans were hoping Rudolph could guide our sleigh to a win tonight, but he just ended up guiding it right back into the ditch. Boom roasted. I almost had to rewrite that one. They almost came back.
I was about to say, Brandon, you probably had that one already written as soon as they announced Rudolph was going to be our starting QB.
Second quarter, I typed that one up.
You would think 38-7, you're safe on that joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know what the beautiful thing is though, with the Titans especially, it's like today I didn't watch any of the game. I just kept up with the score online, and I was like, I'm just gonna wrap presents. I got some last minute like stocking stuffer shopping done, and it was nice. I just enjoyed the holiday vibes, boys.
I just went on with my fucking life, and it was great.
And listen, I couldn't say that about last night. Last night I was not in a good place.
It's because you were dead already inside of Nish.
Yeah. Last night just absolutely just.
It's because the volunteers had hope for you. You had hope for them, and you know the Titans are dead. Like the Titans are already dead. So, yeah,
that's the thing. That's the only team that they were in the playoffs and that will be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yes. Ouch.
That we cheer for.
Yeah.
Like,
at least
will not be close. Predators aren't going to be close.
No.
I almost did a bonus Predators one, but I was like, God, this is too sad.
It's depressing. Yeah, dude. If you nailed the Vols, the Titans, and the Preds, Preds won though.
I know.
Preds did win.
I was gonna make a joke about they moved from last place to second. The guy like biting doing the meme where it's
biting like the metal and the champagne.
Yeah, it'd been in last place.
Listen,
I was gonna make a joke around that, but
Eric invited me down for a Lexus Lounge game in March, and I'm starting to rethink that decision.
That's the thing, though, Anish. It's the Lexus Lounge, so no matter what, you have a fantastic time.
And I guess we can see the Golden Knights play. At least you see a good team.
You can see a cup-winning team.
Yeah, exactly. It's a rough time out there.
I was thinking about this. Do you know literally the last time that I had like enjoyment watching like the playoffs or like the Stanley Cup finals or whatever? It was legit when the Capitals won and Ovechkin got his Stanley Cup. I remember being like legit like, yeah, way to go, man. This is awesome. It's not even my team. It's nowhere near my team. And I was like, yeah, is this what winning a championship feels like?
Is this happiness?
Is this happiness?
Yeah.
No, it's sad. It's pathetic.
Yeah. Dude, I had my mind was going in a bad place last night, boys. I'm not gonna lie.
That was bad.
It was so bad.
Why are they so bad?
Is Ohio gonna win?
Dude, the biggest gripe I have is how did this Ohio State team lose to fucking Michigan?
I know.
Like they had to have lost on purpose.
Well, because they just ran the ball. They literally every play was like someone swinging around the backside.
It also didn't hurt that Samson went out early in the game for us.
That's not why you lost, though.
And we it was over. It was over. It was over quick,
dude. Brant, so I accidentally butt called Anish earlier, and he called me back. And for a second, I was like, I know we'll save for the pod, but I was like, it literally the first like drive, you're like, oh no, they're not here to play. Like it's over.
The defense normally keeps them in games, and they just couldn't do it.
They didn't do anything. Yeah, it was kind of nice knowing that like it was over early, but at the same time, I'm like, we had 2 weeks to prepare. Like you knew we were playing Ohio State for 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, basically. You knew we were going to play them.
Yeah.
And how do you not prepare? Like, I don't understand how you just come out that flat. You can't blame the cold weather. Like,
I was so sick of hearing about the weather. Like they're like, the way ESPN and all the sports networks were talking about the weather, it's like it's a brand new concept that it's cold in December up north.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, oh, can they handle the cold? I'm like, yeah, these guys should be able to. You're like, what happened is there are not that many good college teams. I hate to say it, Anish.
No,
I hate to say it. I know it's personal, but the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. Tennessee was not a good team.
We've seen it. There were zero fun college football playoff games. Like for all the hype of being like, this might be fun. They were boring.
Zero fun, sir.
Yeah, zero fun, sir.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we're going to get 2 of those games again next round with Boise State and Penn State.
I know.
And Arizona State and Texas. Like, Texas and Penn State are going to roll those things.
Yes.
It's not even going to be close.
Yeah.
My boy at Arizona.
Ashton
State. He might have... No.
Who are you talking about?
He's talking about
Scattaboo.
Oh, Scattaboo. Yeah, Scattaboo.
That's my boy.
Yeah,
he may have something to say about that.
Aren't Penn State and Texas, they're both the underdogs, and yet aren't they both favored by 2 touchdowns?
Yeah.
At least?
I don't know.
Yep.
I think.
This is
look at that.
Cool system. Yeah.
The committee was a joke. This was a joke. Like
I saw a tweet, and it was like, all right, if James Franklin's winning playoff games, y'all got too many teams in there.
Dude, legitimately, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up now. We're gonna pretend like Penn State's good at this. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, dude, it was so bad. The committee just, I don't know. They got to revamp the whole thing next year.
It's almost like they were. This is it's in January. It'll be a new year, new system in America. It's like they were being too nice and inclusive of teams in the playoffs, to where they were like, well, we got to respect Boise State's record. Well, we got to respect, all these teams.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, but they're literally, they're not, like Tennessee
played anybody.
couldn't hold up to Ohio State. So it's like, why did you think SMU deserved a shot? Why do you, it's like, why do you think Boise State should host the quarterfinal playoff game? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Tennessee actually beat good teams. Like,
yep. And they got their asses embarrassed.
Handed, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I'd saved it. There was a weird stat on Nico and like how many touchdowns he threw and who he threw them against.
Yeah, was it all like Bowling Green?
Yeah,
and
Tennessee
bad
State.
teams.
Yeah. That's college football though. Like sometimes you're like, yeah, people get into 9-10 wins, but they only had 4 big games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listen, Tennessee's in a much better place now than they were 5 years ago.
Maybe.
Dude, we were losing to Georgia State last year, or like 5 years ago. Like now we're consistently a 10-win team at least.
Now you're getting blown out by 3 touchdowns in a playoff game.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude, what's
Nico's a freshman.
Yeah, he's got one more year at least. So, yeah, dude, the bigger sham is that I know obviously what we know now, it doesn't matter, but the fact that either Tennessee or Ohio State before this game happened would have had to play Oregon, like that's more a downfall for Oregon, like the number 1 team in the country. Like,
yeah, they have to
you
play
got to play the winner
State.
of Ohio. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's what kind of shit is that? Like it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I don't think we were beating Oregon. Apparently, we weren't beating Ohio State.
Yeah, we were.
Hey, the only team they beat is themselves.
Yeah.
Tell them, Eric.
Well, no, dude. What was my analogy? It was literally, this is only us would know this, but in 2018, the Predators, after going to the Stanley Cup Finals, we won the President's Trophy, won the first playoff game, go to the round 2, second round against the Winnipeg Jets, goes to Game 7, we win Game 6, Game 7 at home.
That game was over quicker than this game.
Within 5 minutes, we were down 3-0, and you're like, oh, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over super fast. All my hopes that I had, all my visions of hoisting the Stanley Cup, it's dead. It's dead 3 minutes in. Sick.
Yeah, that game ended quicker than the Vols game did.
It did.
There's a puck. I can't see up there. There's a puck up there from the Stanley Cup Finals that it's Predators and Penguins, and I bought it like before when we advanced from the Western Conference.
You were riding high.
I was hype, and I was like, and now every time I see it, I'm like, why did I buy that?
Dude, Brett, even now I'm like, should I buy some old memorabilia? I'm like, no, Eric, you shouldn't. They didn't win
why did I buy
shit.
Oh man,
it's in here. I got it.
Uh-huh.
It's the closest I'll ever get.
We're just sad, pathetic fans, boys.
Dude,
we're just so sad.
It's one of those things where, and we're not a big enough market ever to where when you rank, we're the most suffering fan bases. Like we're
never going to be in the conversation.
No one even thinks about Tennessee sports fans as like suffering, because they're like, oh yeah, Tennessee, and you're like, you know what I mean? You're like, dude, I understand from like the big city markets how like you're like, oh, Tennessee, who cares? And you're like, guys, my entire life has been every year is a loss. Like I'm speeding toward my death with 0 championships.
Yeah. Dude, it almost makes me feel like I wish I never got into sports, because it's just cruel. This is literally cruel. Every year have to go through this and have to build myself back up in the off season.
Sports can be so fun. They can be so fun.
Yeah.
But
right now, not when they're the 5th pick in the draft, though.
I know. Dude, you see where I think we're locked into no worse than the 5th pick.
Yeah. Well,
because the Panthers won.
Did the Raiders end up winning too? Because if the Raiders ended up winning, that would help us out a lot.
I think they did. They're behind us. I'm just seeing like a top 6 draft order.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Panthers won,
they beat
which is great. The Giants lost. Yeah.
I mean, Giants depends on who you want, I think.
Anish,
it just depends on who you want to draft.
Yeah. That's true. I know, honestly, maybe you get Travis Hunter at like the 3rd or 4th pick.
because QBs go first.
Yeah. Because QBs, and there'll be like some QBs that you're like, how are they getting all this hype? In the off season when people fall in love.
Yeah, right now the Giants are the number 1 pick, but
and they need a quarterback.
They're definitely gonna take a quarterback.
Yeah.
So
So spin zone playmaker could be coming to the Titans that we'll trade away before we give him a second contract.
Yeah. Because they're
Maybe those 3
playmakers
years.
usually. Yeah.
That's 3 years though.
Dude,
Damn, will they be fun, Eric?
they were fun, dude. That's the problem.
What's funny is like, it's hard to explain like this feeling. Like Priya always gets on to me like, why do you take it so personally? I'm like, I just have so much time invested into these teams and so much emotional equity invested into this team that like, I don't know why I know they let me down. It's just emotional abuse is what it is. They're just emotionally abusing us every year.
Anish,
Like,
I remember. Do you remember when the Titans with Kerry Collins and the smash and dash?
The Ravens?
Yes.
The Ravens game?
So that Ravens playoff game, Algie Crumpler fumbling, like getting hurt and fumbling and just nothing going right.
And they didn't call the delay of game when the clock hit 0 for like 2 seconds.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
After that game, after that loss, after being 13-3, having the bye, it's the Ravens. They beat us at home. Me, my dad, my brother, my cousin Bryce, we went into this Mexican restaurant in Dixon, and we sat there silent, just eating chips and dip, and like no one said a word because all of us were literally like, "You're like, yeah, we're dead. Our souls are gone. Like, there's no life's pointless."
Dude,
So,
I watched the game with you guys. I
know
just went home. I drove home.
Yes, you didn't go get
an
Mexican
hour.
with us. You should have been sad with us.
No, I was sat in my car for an hour just on the way home.
Dude, I just that sitting in that booth is like when I always like, when Ratatouille, when the critic eats the food, he goes back to his childhood.
Yeah.
Me, every time a bad sports moment, I cut to eating salsa and chips silently, like somber, like almost like you just came from a funeral, just like eating chips.
Dude, we maybe we just don't watch games together because we also watched the Predators Blackhawks. Was it Game 5 where we had it sealed and Erat threw it right in the front of the net?
Yeah, Anish, literally, even now, I'll be watching random teams, and someone from the corner will throw it in the middle there to no one, and like a rush will happen. And every time I'm like, "Erat, you fucking idiot!" Anish is for context. Preds were up. We were killing the clock in like the dying minute. Martin Erat centered it to nobody. They went down. They scored. We went to overtime. We lost. The Blackhawks dynasty reigned.
Yeah, we would have gone up 3-2 in the series.
Yes,
probably would have won the next game.
Yes.
And it was. God damn it, dude.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking.
Yeah. All right. We need to spin this out of.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas time. Any other thoughts on the college football playoffs moving forward?
Sucks.
I hope they go to they should go back to the 4 teams because remember when TCU beat the shit out of that awful Michigan team, that Michigan team, Michigan Wolverines or whatever. I think it's called the Wolverines. I think that's what they're called, the Loserines. Remember that? Even in that, the 4 teams, like there's only like 2 really good teams every year.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think this is just a guarantee that the really, really good teams do get in. Because like this year, Ohio State is clearly very good. Like, they're clearly very good, but they wouldn't have
best
made
team in the country.
Yeah, easily best team in the country. We lost to the national champions.
To beat Rocky Top like that. Yeah,
they're real. They're real.
What are they gonna do when they get blown out to Oregon?
Oh my god.
You're like, you're like, we lost to losers? No.
No, they're saying we lost to the team that lost to the national champions.
Dude, that's also loser talk, loser thinking. Because
Right.
even when the Predators would lose to the Blackhawks in the playoffs, you'd be like, well, we did lose to the Cup champions, like in the first round. But you're like, we did lose to the eventual champions, so that means something.
Yeah, we took them to 6 games.
Yeah.
Gave them the hardest fight they had.
Dude, they were sweating us.
Yeah, they wouldn't have won if it wasn't for us.
That's right.
Spring
We
World
hardened
Series.
them. Yeah, we hardened them into champions. Loser mentality.
Loser mentality. Hardcore loser mentality, boys.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to spin this out. I'm going to be a good producer and get us out of this hot mess sports talk segment. Let's go ahead and move into the draft of the week. And because it's Christmas, and because it's the best time of the year, and because there's always so many entertaining things to watch around this time of year, we're going to draft the best Christmas movies.
Yes.
Now, a couple of ground rules. If you take one movie in the series, that series you can't take any other movie off that series. That is gone completely off the board.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair. I'll allow it.
Yeah. Now I did want to ask this. So, like, say for example, like the Grinch. There's multiple versions of the Grinch. If one version gets taken,
you take the Grinch.
Okay.
You're a mean one.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Eric, you got first pick this week.
Yes.
Brandon, you got second. I got third. Let's do kind of like we did last year. We'll stick to 3 rounds at first, see how we're feeling around the second or third round. If we want to go add one more, we'll add one more towards the end. Sound good?
Yep.
Yes,
so
Dad.
I'm trying to think strategically if I want to go with my personal favorite, which I think it'll be there on the comeback.
It's your draft, bro.
Because my second pick, it's also fantastic, and I feel like it won't be there on the boomerang comeback. Yeah. So, but you know what? I'm gonna say true to me. True to me. My number one pick. It's the best. It's hands down. It is the best Christmas movie. It's also one of the best movies ever made. I loved it as a kid. I love it as an adult. I literally watched it last night. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a fantastic movie. It literally makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. It's beautiful. It's got quotes out the wazoo. It's anti-bank, big bank. It's awesome.
Eric, I would have taken that, by the way, so you would not have. Yeah, it was high on my board. It was high on my board.
I literally watched it last night.
Very
so
slept
awesome.
on. Very slept on. It's not talked about enough, I feel like.
I mean, what is it? It's like 73 years old, 74 years
old.
So
old, black and white. Like, yeah, it's so good though.
Dude, one time I have it on Blu-ray and DVD, and when the Blu-ray one, it came with a colorized version of the movie, and we watched it, and it felt wrong to see it like colorized, you know?
Yeah.
So black and white, you got to watch it that way. It's great.
Good one.
Excellent pick, Eric. Excellent pick.
Thank you.
All right, Brandon, who are you going with your 101?
This is my personal 101. Good pick, Eric, but this is one that I have loved forever as well. I was getting a little nervous the way you were talking. Like, I loved him as a kid. I love it now. And I was getting a little nervous, but and I watch it every year. Christmas. I mean, we've already watched it multiple times at our house, but it's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Good one.
That gets watched. It's been on a couple times in my house already this last week. I will watch it. That's always my go-to for Christmas Eve, putting together presents. Like you said, watch a movie, grab a drink. National Lampoon's is my go-to, and I don't know, we love it. Like I said, it gets watched a lot.
Dude, that's another one. It's kind of, and It's a Wonderful Life is built the same, or it's the same way. Where like Christmas Vacation, there's like every little bit. It's almost like different bits that are being done.
Yeah.
And every one of them, you're like, oh, I love this part. Oh, I love this part.
There's
later dudes, when he goes sledding with the company grease.
You know what's funny? It just goes with like weird what kids like pick up and what they catch on. We were driving somewhere and had like Christmas music shuffling in the car, and the theme song came on for this. And Savannah goes, "Oh, is this the movie where the squirrel gets in the tree?" Like, and I was like,
nice.
I was like, yeah, but that's what you remember. Which, I mean, I guess there's so many, like you said, there's so many scenes in it.
It tracks for
Christmas
Savannah.
Vacation.
Yeah,
the intro song.
The intro. Yeah, so I should have specified, but
No,
also, it tracks for Savannah that she thought of the squirrel. Going into the tree.
Yeah, I was like, you're right. But
did I show you, Brandon? Did you see the picture of my sister and her husband for her? We did her Christmas party like 2 weekends ago, but they both dressed up as.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
But I made her do the pose.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
good.
you got to put your hand on his crotch. You have to.
It hurts no one.
Yeah, it hurts no one. It's funny. Everyone's gonna love it.
Nice. Two great picks. Those were two very high on my board.
Won't you bend over and I'll show you? Where are you gonna put the tree?
Shitter's full.
Dude, we literally, Katie and I say the shitter's full. The dishwasher, we always go, dishwasher's full, and whoever says it first, the second one goes, shitter's full, year round.
Nice. All right. So I'm going to go with my first pick of the first round. I'm going to go with the classic, a fan favorite in our household. We watch it multiple times every year around this time. This is part of a series, and we watch the first, second, and third one all the time, we're gonna go with Home Alone.
Uh-huh.
Home Alone. First and second one, obviously classics. Third one, I thoroughly enjoyed the third one too.
It's slept on.
It's
the
very
third one's
slept on. Very slept on. Very
Russian
good.
spies with an RC car with a computer chip in it. Come on,
That kid had a
writes
lot
itself.
going on.
It
Yeah,
writes itself.
yeah.
It writes
Oh,
itself.
man. For some reason, that line where that one guy is when they're in the house and they don't know which kid to go after, and he's like, "I gotta whack every kid in the neighborhood." That gets brought up every time in the house for some reason.
Dude, so Anish, I was debating between choosing Home Alone first
Yeah.
or It's a Wonderful Life.
I figured.
Yeah, I would have picked Home Alone on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, classic. They made way too many of them though. There's like 3 more after the third
Oh, really?
one. Yeah.
No, and even
I
the
didn't
third
even know
one. I understand if people don't ride or die with the third one. We were young enough when the third one came out that we were like, oh, cool, third
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
It was good. It was a nice change of pace. New kid,
Yeah.
new character, so it was nice.
It's a classic though. It's literally Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
if all you listeners will recall, one of my songs, my Christmas songs, was
Yep.
the
Carol Bells.
Yes, thank you, Carol Bells from John Williams. I couldn't
Yeah.
get there. I was thinking of John. I kept thinking of John Williams.
Yep. Yeah, classic in our house. It's always the first movie we watch to kick off the season. The
You know what
first
I
one.
never noticed, Anish, and I just learned it this year. Did you know the cashier when he's going grocery shopping, and she keeps in the no, sorry, not the cashier, the elf helper to Santa when he's going to talk to Santa real quick to whatever. In the sequel, that same elf assistant, she's the airport stewardess at the gate, like the gate worker. It's the same actress. She's in both movies. Nice little tidbit for you.
Continuity. I like it.
Dude, her career is really, she's progressing, dude. She's working at seasonal work. Maybe she's going to school.
She's big time at the airport.
It's right.
Yeah. All right. First pick of the second round. I'm going to go with the movie I mentioned earlier. A personal favorite. I wait till Christmas Eve to watch it because they show it for 24 hours. I'm going to go with The Christmas Story.
Good one. Good one.
It's funny because growing up, I wasn't a huge fan of the movie, but it kind of grew on me as I got older. And man, it's so good.
Oh yeah, we loved it because it was on 24 hours.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
when you're a kid and you're up at 2 a.m. until 6 a.m. waiting for your parents to get up, and you're like, "What's on? Christmas Story."
Yeah. Yep. And you never, like, for me, I never catch the whole movie all at once. You kind of watch a little bit, you go do something, you come back, you watch a different part for a little bit. But it's a classic. So many, like you said, so many quotable lines, so many iconic things from the movie. The leg lamp, the BB guns.
That's another one, Anish, where you're like, see, sometimes I forget even what the order of the movie is because it's all bits.
Yeah.
All the way through, and you're like, oh, is it just starting? Is it the middle? Is it the end? Has the kid put his tongue on the pole yet?
Yeah, exactly. So,
like, you'll shoot your eye out. Oh man, these are great movies. I gotta maybe I'll watch that tonight.
He's gonna try to cram in all these
I know
before Christmas. Yeah,
so fun.
Yeah. So yeah, that's always the one we always end the season with, just because it's on. Perfect way to end Christmas night. So, yep, those are my first 2 picks. Brandon, you're up.
I've got 2 here. I don't know which one to take.
You only get one.
I know whichever one I take, the other one will not make it back. I know. So this is really hurting my heart here. What I want to do? We'll do a more recent one because it's probably the ones that I don't know. The kids like them both. Gosh, this is hard. I'm going Elf.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Elf.
Yeah.
Good one, Brandon.
That one's fun. I get so many quotable lines and scenes, and
I think you had to go with that one.
Dude,
at the
so
second
good.
pick. Yeah.
It's literally, and it's all. I think it's very hard to make a classic Christmas movie. And Elf, I think, is the most, which is crazy. It's the most recent classic, and it literally is. You're like, oh, it's on. The music's great. It's like, it's not heavy. Really, Will Ferrell's committed to the bit. He's an angry elf.
Yeah.
Nice. Eating the spaghetti with like syrup.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Or like when he puts he goes on the date with Zooey Deschanel and he has her blindfolded and she's like, it tastes like a cup of crummy coffee. He's like, no, it's the world's best coffee.
It's the world's congratulations.
You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you sit on a throne of lies. You're like, Santa.
Yeah.
Santa.
Yeah. Nice. All right, Eric, you got back to back here. Before you pick though, do we want to go 4 rounds or do we want to end it at 3?
Well, I mean, I say we do 3, and we could just we could just roll off our other favorite movies. Unless Brandon, unless you want to do something else.
Let me see who you take.
Well, okay, so mine.
No, just go. I don't.
Mine
care.
are.
Okay.
I'm going for movies that I love and what I. So my second pick, I'm going with Jingle All the Way, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Christmas classic.
Damn you, Eric.
It's very funny. It's underrated. Super quotable. Booster. Nobody wants Booster. Dude, also because Ophelia watched this for the first time, so you could see her her joy being like. She kept going, Dad, does he get him the toy? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Got to tune in.
You got to tune. Yeah, you got to see. Jingle All the Way. It's very funny. Even Phil Hartman is fantastic in it. Sadly, it's his last movie. No, I think Small Soldiers might have been his last movie he was in, but he's fantastically hilarious.
Have you guys ever listened to the there's a podcast with like Paul Scheer and Rafi from the League. It's like How They Get Made, and it's about like movies basically. And they did Jingle All the Way. And one of the things that he talked about, he's like, they love the movie, but one of the things they're like, in this small town, how does the kid not know that like that's his dad calling his name? Like the only Austrian in town.
He's like freaking Jack.
Yeah, he's like freaking Jack with an accent. Like the only person in the whole town with an accent. Like, how do you not know that was his dad? But yeah, I love that movie. Also another one on the list every year.
It's very good. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, it's gonna be your last pick.
My third pick, going a little bit unconventional, but I literally it's when I'm building things. If I'm not watching It's a Wonderful Life on Christmas Eve, I'm watching Die Hard, which I consider a Christmas movie. I mean, it's got Christmas all over it. It's the Merry Christmas, welcome to the party, pal. Like it's Christmas. It's great. It's a action movie set during Christmas time, but it is a Christmas movie. I love it. It's also about family getting back together. It's great.
Nice. That's a good one. I think it's a Christmas movie. There's enough Christmas in it.
I mean, yeah, it's at a Christmas party.
Yeah, it's at a Christmas party. Like, yeah, I agree with you. Good picks, Eric. Good picks. All right, Brandon, last pick for you.
It came back to me. Although there's another one that I want. You know, I like doing a weird pick for my last pick, but I'll do it for honorable mentions. So I'm going to go with what I was debating last round, and that's specifically Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. We love that one here. Girls love that. Always liked it when it came out. I mean, we like all of them. Like, I guess there's the new, more animated one.
Yeah,
like
there's
that
like
one
the
as well.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
But
you know what's funny, Brandon? I don't like the Grinch. I saw that Jim Carrey Grinch in theaters. I think it's very boring.
Wow,
really?
That's me.
Wow.
That's just me. I know people love that movie. It's not my favorite.
Hey, Eric, you're a mean one.
I'm a Grinch about that Grinch movie.
It is pretty funny that our senior Grinch correspondent does not like the Grinch. Anish, am I wrong?
I was going to say, but I love the Grinch. Just keep it with the animated classic. 23 minutes, you're in and out. Boom, got the whole story. I don't need Cindy Lou Who trying to rediscover what Christmas magic is. I don't need a weird love story between the Grinch and that other lady, and don't need it.
Grinch. Sounds like you're a Grinch.
Okay. All right. So I got a lot of options here for my last pick. All right, I'm gonna go with the movie that actually Eric showed me for the first time when we were in college. I'm gonna go with Love Actually.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Classic, one of those classic multiple stories going on at once. They're all kind of intertwined, but you don't know how until the end. It was like it's like a British all-star ensemble cast.
It's a early 2000s all-star cast of British actors.
Yeah. But so good. So good.
Dude, Anish, I feel it in my fingers.
Yeah.
I feel it in my toes.
Yeah.
Christmas is all around us.
Don't buy drugs, kids. Get rich enough and they'll just give them to you.
Become a rock star and they give them to you for free.
They just give it to you for free.
Dude, we used to do the piss bugger when he keeps messing up the lyric.
Yep. But like one of the most iconic scenes with the cue cards with Silent Night
thank
singing.
you. I didn't know if you were gonna bring this up or not.
No, yeah. brought up, dude. That scene is referenced so many times in like newer movies and like.
But it's also one of the most like fucked up
Yeah.
storylines.
Yeah, like going behind his best
A
friend's back.
guy's best friend is like secretly recording and like
Yeah.
madly in love with his
Yeah.
wife. You're like,
Borderline stalking
yes.
a little bit.
You're like,
border-
wait
Yeah.
a minute. Can we talk about this plot line a little bit, please?
yeah. They didn't really think that one through. I think they
No.
were just hoping that people would go with it, just because with that iconic scene. But
Yes.
yeah, there were definitely some issues with that story.
That's future Rick from The Walking Dead, who's
Yep.
obsessively in love with Keira Knightley, which I don't blame him. It's Keira Knightley. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a classic movie. It's just and it's a feel good movie at the end. So like everybody for the most part wins in the movie. So good holiday feel good movie.
The Beach Boys song at the end. When they're at the airport and everyone's like doing all their happy
Yeah.
get-togethers and yeah.
Yep. All right, boys. Good draft. What do we have? I'm sure we had a lot for honorable mentions, but what were some of the ones on your guys' list specifically?
Tier
I'll say-
1 honorable mention should have been Four Christmases.
For
Vince
Christmas
Vaughn.
is good. Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon. Dude, another one I was debating between Love Actually was Just Friends.
Oh, that's a very funny one. I haven't
very
watched that in
sneaky.
forever. I
It's
need to watch
so
that
good.
one. Oh my god, it is Christmas. It is
Yeah.
Christmas.
Tim Allen,
Katie-
Santa Claus.
Santa
Yeah, I
Claus.
was gonna say the Santa Claus. I was debating between Die Hard or Santa Claus. I mean, the Santa Claus is great, but I think the sequels and it just kind of went on forever. It kind of diminishes, kind of just how good. Well, also kind of messed up. Like Santa dies on Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit dark, but no, that movie's great.
Yeah. We like I was gonna say we like Christmas with the Cranks. The Tim Allen one.
Yep. No. Yeah, Christmas with the Cranks. Is that the one where like they want to go to like the beach
Yeah.
paradise or something, and then they get stuck?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like Katie wanted me to mention Miracle on 34th Street, which I don't really care for, but
It's
I
classic.
understand. I
Yeah,
understand
it's
it's
just
classic.
classic.
Yeah, I
Yep.
understand.
One of my buddies who's a tier 1 old coworker, shout out Dennis. He was telling me about this movie called The Holdovers. I think it's like a newer movie with Paul Giamatti.
That just came out this year, right?
I think last year it came out.
Okay, yeah.
But he swears by it. He said it's really good. And
The
Giamatti
Holdovers.
won I think he won like awards for it and whatnot. So shout out to him for bringing that up. I didn't get a chance to watch it before our draft, but
Paul
check
G
it out.
rules, dude.
He's so good. He's so good.
Surprised no one went with Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, dude, I had it on my list. I did have it on my list, dude.
That's honorable mention worthy.
Yeah, that's honorable mention. Not nearly as good as Ernest Scared Stupid.
This morning, here's a conundrum for you boys. This morning, Hadley she demanded we watch it, and we watched the whole thing. Nightmare Before Christmas. Christmas is in the title, but the message is how awesome
That's
Christmas
Halloween.
is,
I
but the
think it's
plot
Halloween.
is how he is Jack the Pumpkin King.
Yeah,
I
I know I
followed
joked
it,
about
dude.
it with our Halloween movie draft, but it's a Halloween movie.
A Halloween
it's,
movie, right?
Yeah, it's a
But
Halloween
it's also,
movie.
I mean, what's this? What's this?
Yeah.
There's children throwing snowballs instead of throwing heads. It's a great Christmas song.
I
What
mean,
about Gremlins? That's on a Christmas. I think it's
You-
set on Christmas Eve.
Confession: I've never seen Gremlins.
Maybe Christmas Eve you watch it.
Ooh,
dude, have you
maybe.
seen the Night Before with Seth Rogen? And,
Yo,
I haven't seen.
dude,
it.
I
that
have.
movie is so funny.
Dude, Anish, it's kind of crazy that movie's over 10 years old and it hasn't really gained steam.
wow.
Mm-mm.
It's a good Christmas.
It's good. It's good.
It's kind of sad. It's about,
It's very sad.
What's that damn dude's name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, about how pretty much he uses his friends to offset his sadness on Christmas Eve and kind of the keeping the repetition of the tradition of it and stuff.
Yeah, because didn't like his parents die on
Yeah,
Christmas
his
Eve or
parents
something
died,
like that?
and so
yeah,
so they stay with him, but it's a good movie.
it's very good.
Yeah, I like that movie. Check it out, people.
Yeah,
What about Bad Santa?
Bad Santa. I had
Bad
that.
Santa's great.
Polar Express. I know that one's not really. It's kind of
don't
mixed
like-
reviews,
Dude,
but
I don't like Polar Express, and I don't like the Christmas Carol, with another Jim Carrey Christmas movie that I don't
Christmas
care for.
Carol's all right. It's not, I could do without it.
The CGI. We're talking about the CGI ones.
Yeah.
Strictly CGI.
Strictly Robert Zemeckis CGI movies.
I'm starting to think you're not a Jim Carrey fan, Eric.
No. No.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, no. Who's her? No. I am who's not a Jim Carrey fan. I just don't like. I think both those movies. The problem is they're too long. The Grinch, Christmas Carol. They're too long.
Yeah, I agree.
Speed it
How the
up.
Grinch Stole Christmas is sneakily long.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Eric,
now
one
they-
day your heart is going to grow 3 times the size that it
My
is.
shirt blows up. Jesus Christ, the love. It's so much.
His enlarged heart. Got him.
Was it last year? There's a okay movie on Apple TV, Apple Plus, whatever the hell you call it. The one with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell.
Spirited?
Yeah, Spirited. It's not. It's long, but it's good.
Nice.
I've never seen
Dude,
it.
there's so many new movies out. Like if you go
I
on
know.
Netflix and just go to the holiday section, it's like a million.
Dude, a lot of junk.
A lot of junk. Those are like the ones you just kind of put in the background. If you're like
Yeah.
bored on the weekend, just
Yeah.
want some sort of Christmas movie on in the background.
Yeah.
Like those are good for that. But yeah.
Good draft,
Yeah.
boys.
Good draft, boys. That
You
was
got
a
me
fun
feeling
one.
the Christmas spirit, boys.
Yeah. That was a fun one. That was always gets you in a good mood talking about these
Mhm.
movies.
Yeah, want to go watch a movie?
I know, right? Still early enough. It's
Well,
only-
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
still
what's
early
funny
enough.
is I've seen out of our list, Elf, Christmas Vacation, Home Alone are probably the ones we've watched the most the last like 2 or 3 weeks in my house, because they're so good. You can just like, especially Home Alone, you can just throw it on, the music, the traps, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Savannah was watching that today. We've had Christmas Vacation. That just stays on a loop. It's always on in our house.
Christmas Vacation. Why is the floor all wet? I don't know, Margot.
Jelly of the month club, baby.
Nice. We actually haven't watched Christmas Vacation yet this year. I'm gonna have to watch it soon.
It's one of those two where I think even because that movie's like what 30 years old now,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Pretty
Maybe
old.
longer.
Yeah.
Gosh, makes me feel old. But it is one of those you watch and you're like, oh, this is a damn good movie. Like it's a good movie. Like it's not like the gimmick of Christmas. It's like that's a good movie.
I mean, every year putting in the lights outside, I'm do that.
Dude,
expecting not to work.
Yeah. Dude, I do the same thing with when the lights are all tangled. I'm like, Ophelia, untangle these. Untangle these, Russ.
When your cousin Nathan was texting us about got his bonus and was all pumped up, I almost asked if it was a Jelly of the Month club. That was or if he's gonna buy a pool, put in a pool.
Mm-hmm. Fly us all out for it.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, good episode, boys. Anything else we
boy.
wanna anything else we wanna touch on before we get out of here? For it'll be 2 weeks before we reconvene.
No. And you're strong, boys.
I'm gonna miss you, boys.
Eric is still gonna figure out if you're gonna be recording that episode in New York or back in.
Exactly. I don't know.
Chattanooga. He doesn't know.
I
yet.
don't know. I'm not gonna
He
lie to you,
doesn't
boys.
know.
I honestly have no clue what Brandon's doing on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh man, Eric, you gave
We
us
should
like
start quizzing him at the end of these.
yeah.
No.
We should start quizzing him.
The segment is how dumb is Eric? You're like tonight, pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Like
Does Eric have an average attention span?
Yeah, or like the Cracker Barrel. Like it's like I'm an ignoramus. Like,
Dude, no wonder he can't sit through the Grinch. He can't even listen to us talk.
hey,
We weren't even
hey,
10 minutes into the podcast.
dude. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
God.
I feel like every other week, one of our clips that like our social media clips is just Eric not listening.
That's not true. I don't remember the other ones.
Yeah. To be fair, I was part of one of those.
You were.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, boys. If there's nothing else, hope you guys have a good Christmas. Enjoy some time off. Eric, enjoy your 2 days off.
No, I know, dude. Maybe that's why I'm a
Company man.
Grinch. Maybe that's why I'm a Grinch.
Yeah.
Someone's got to keep the lights on in the building.
Real company man here. All right. Well, to all our listeners, hope you have a Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. See ya.